Hi, my name is Tarun Tahiliani, and we're sitting here at my studio in Post Gurgaon. Well, actually, I hadn't planned anything, but when I saw them, and I must say that I felt much more like sharing with them because I saw Richa here, who, as you could see, I'm very fond of. I just wanted to give them some basic fundamentals of what it takes to be a designer, what the commitment has to be, what the many different routes are, because there is no one right route, and what the pitfalls or dangers of being overloaded with information versus knowing your craft and finding your own voice and how important that is. These are the three main things I wanted to impart to them. You know, sometimes when I was young, listening to somebody like Donna Karen or people who came to me when I was at FIT made a big impression, so it's better to keep it short and sweet, but really focus on three things that if they imbibe even a part of, go a long way in helping them reach whatever goal they might have. So my own design process is like a rotating wheel. It never kind of stops and it never starts. And so there's one thing that as a studio gets empowered by its own history and techniques, you tend to build on them. You have to balance what the market needs. And then there's my own personal preference. So for me, it's draping, simple things. So although we do exquisite embroideries, but I want clothes to be comfortable. I want women to be able to dance. I don't find it chic. Someone walks in and they're groaning in pain and they're so heavy and they're bleeding. I don't know. I mean, you don't understand what luxury is. So all these forces are at play when I'm designing. And you want easier things for the day, for the freedom, much more sexy, complicated things, but I like real fashion. I want to do fashion that's beautiful, that's connected to our heritage, that people can wear a million times so that it's worth the luxury, and most important, that you can live your life in. Fashion is not to wear you, you wear fashion. You wear it in your style. And since I'm also very committed to all the wonderful things I've learned and the techniques that are available to us Indians, I want to keep promoting them because that's our heritage. But I don't see it just done in a bridal way because then it's only for a special occasion. It's costumey. I want to see it in everyday life. So that's what my guiding philosophy is. And we work around that. Clothes have to be made to be sold. Charles James, who I think is one of the most brilliant designers ever, died a pauper. His clothes were so big they had to be shipped on trucks. And it was sort of a different world for, in those days, multimillionairesses who had ballrooms and, you know, you can't even travel with those clothes. You don't have to be to be a great designer, you don't have to understand business. You can be a great designer. You may sketch beautifully, you may make beautiful patterns. There are a million different kinds of great designers. But that's what I explained to them, that if you want to just design, if you want to grow a business and have your own business, then you have to understand business. Otherwise, work for a brand. Do your beautiful work. And that's how Karl Lagerfeld was such a great creative genius, because he didn't run the business. He just made amazing designs. He made it for Lagerfeld, he made it for Chanel, he made it for Fendi, he made it for Chloe, he made it for the K line. I mean, it was just, all he did was design and research. So what I was explaining to them was that this is going to be a possibility in this country too. I'm 61 years old. I'm going to work for another 30 years, I hope. And I just work on this. I want to see the drape. Now take the drape, put the bandhani, put the adrak. Can you see that suit's going to be chicken curry? That's what I find modern, sexy, contemporary. That's what interests me. I think that you have to push, you have to have a commitment to something, and then you keep pushing at it, and every day you make a little advancement. Indian fashion was not about trend. It was, you can wear your great-grandmother's sari or lehenga. Why? Because we're timeless. So we should keep that. If the world has to be sustainable, then we can't keep throwing away clothes and making new fashion. You can do new things, but you buy beautiful few, and you keep our craftsmen going, you wear lovely things. It's luxury, you do things beautifully. Anything you love, you want to wear 100 times. That's the answer. You got to have a USP, and it has to feel like luxury on the skin. It's not a logo. Logo is for people who don't understand how to assess whether it's luxury. So you can show everybody, oh, I'm wearing this. The real people who bought, I'll leave you with a quote that my muse and great friend Minal Modi said to me. She said, I don't need a logo to tell me if it's luxury. I put my hand in the bag and my hand will tell me if it's luxury or not.